Nakwambia msikilizaji, ndani ya Shalom Radio tunakuhimiza uweze kufanya kazi kwa bidii ili usije ukasema serikali saidia.
But then it was just print media.
Yeah, print media. It was when I first came up with this idea. I went to look for the tray of eggs.
You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking.
Hi everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Petronila Adhiambo and we are glad that you're able to join us today. And today we are doing it differently. We have a guest on this platform. And this is a lady who just that we met. She told me that I'm a radio presenter. And I'm letting you guys get to hear her story and see how she started. And the word here for this video is necessity is the mother of invention. Okay, hi Irene.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you very much. My name is Irene Nasimiu. I am a digital radio presenter and can also say I'm an all-round person when it comes to broadcast because I do podcasts in my channel. I do YouTube videos. I also do print. So I'm an all-round person when it comes to broadcast industry.
Yes. One that people don't know is that we are actually in your studio.
Yeah.
We are in her studio. And when I talk of necessity is the mother of invention, you saw something, you have something, and you decided, if I'm not going to start it myself, then who will? Irene, please tell us, how did you come up with this? This is an innovation actually. How did you come up with this?
Yeah, having trained as a journalist, did broadcast journalism, mass communication, that is in Multimedia University in Nairobi. I met a teacher, Mr. Laban Frazier, who also advised me, Irene, I see you are doing well in this industry. I would also want you to join Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. So I joined Kenya Institute of Mass Communication and did specifically broadcast journalism. Yes, I did broadcast journalism there, where we focused majorly on radio, television, and print. But by the time you finish, you can assess yourself and say, yes, I can now do radio, I can now do video, or I can now do print, or you can do what you call public relation. Yes, because we are talented differently. So for my case, I was really on the radio part, but having told you that I'm an all-talented person when it comes to broadcast, because we did even video journalism there. And that's why you can see my videos on my YouTube channel. I do stories on environmental issues, health issues on my YouTube channel, that is Shalom Media Hub. And on the radio part, I can say that normally it is a norm. When you graduate, you expect that you'll get a job. That is your expectation. And that is what I used to think. I remember my journey back in Multimedia University. I remember how I used to go to the Dean, get the newspaper, especially the Swahili newspaper. That was the Taifa Leo. So I used to practice reading news while facing my mirror in the hostel. Yes, so that I can make a good journalist, that is a good TV journalist, as well as polishing my Swahili in the radio industry. So I used to think that when I do that, I'll definitely get a job when I apply, but it was never as it is. Yes, it was never that I thought it would be. Things haven't been easy, I can tell you, but I never give up.
You never give up.
Yes.
And look at this, the first time I met Irene, she said, I'm a radio journalist, and she mentioned that the equipment that she has a tray of eggs to block the sound. She has a laptop, a mic, as you guys have seen as we've threaded this video. You've seen her on set. And then I was like, you have a tray of eggs? What do you mean a tray of, like trays of eggs? Until I came here and I saw how she's arranged this place. So these walls, the tray of eggs are to block the sound that could easily get out of the studio, and to just make sure that you, the listeners, get to listen to her vizuri.
Yeah, what I can tell you that this is a real studio. When I first came up with this idea, I went to look for the tray of eggs. I looked for a good microphone to broadcast as a professional. I looked for a good stand. I looked for a good phone. You know, I invested in very quality things so that I can produce good things to attract my audience and even my clients, because after all, social entrepreneurship, I need to get some finance. Yes.
Awesome. So now, let's take us back a bit, Irene.
Yes.
Where were you born? And because right now we are in Kakamega. I don't think I mentioned that here, but we're in Kakamega County. So were you born here, or where were you born?
Yes, I was born in Kakamega County. You know, Kakamega County has 12 sub-counties. I come from Likuyani sub-county. That is on the far end when you're going to, it is a border between Uasin County and Kakamega County. That is where I was born. But I was raised here in Kakamega town. I just schooled in a village school. But I thank God because it shaped me. Yes, I went to secondary school just within Kakamega County.
Which one was that?
That is St. Anne's High School, Musoli.
Musoli girls.
Yes.
Wow, nice.
And my primary school was Bondeni Primary.
Yeah, I know Bondeni.
Yes,
yeah.
That was my primary school. So I'm a proud girl from Bondeni Primary School and even St. Anne's High School, Musoli girls. I can tell you that I want to appreciate my high school principal. By then was Madam Petronila Lumbasio.
Petronila? Okay.
Yes, you people, you are good. Those called Petronila, I'm telling you, you are good people. You know how to encourage people.
Amen.
In case you are called Petronila, and then you have a warmy heart. Yes. Madam Petronila used to say, "Chase girls, where are you?" She had that warm heart for chess girls because chess girls were bright girls from needy families. So they were sponsored by an organization called Chess. Chess is Canadian Harambee Education Society. So at first I wasn't a chess girl, but later I became a chess girl, that is in Form 1 second term. And so at one point, after our Kiswahili teacher taught us on how to write letters to the editor, I happened to do it practically. I went to the school library, took the newspaper, Swahili newspaper, read the stories there. Then I wrote a story on the Swahili newspaper. It was on a topic concerning the poor roads from Sigelagala to Musoli, to our school that time. Yeah. So the story got published. It was published.
Wow.
And the byline read, Irene Nasimiyu, St. Anne's Musoli Girls.
Can we find it online?
By that time,
but then it was just print media.
Yeah, print media. It was print media.
Wow.
So it was published. You know, the schools receive those newspapers on a daily basis. Yes. So I kept on checking if the letter was published. So I found there Irene Nasimiyu, St. Anne's High School, Musoli Girls. And my principal was so happy when she learned that the school name has appeared in the national newspaper. Hey, we read that letter in the assembly.
Yeah.
And Madam wanted to know, who is this girl?
Who is Irene?
Who is Irene? So she called me during the assembly and the girls clapped, the teachers were happy. And by that time they were preparing for an academic trip to Thompson Falls. Thompson Falls, yes. Okay. And Madam said, Irene should go with the team. Wow. There was those who had a B+ and above. They were the only people who were supposed to go for that trip. Yeah. I remember I had a C+. But because the letter to the editor was in the national newspaper, so
it was a direct entry.
A direct entry. Madam said, Irene, I need to motivate you. You are going with these girls. Having just been brought in Kakamega County, I've never visited any other county. So it was my first time to go to that Thompson Falls in Laikipia. It's in Laikipia County. Yeah. Yes, I was so happy. That motivated me. That motivated me to this journey of journalism, both broadcast and print media.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Irene.
Yes.
We are done with high school.
Yes.
You get into Multimedia University. Was that under JAB, like the one that the government sponsors, or that was private?
It was private.
It was private sponsorship. Now, Multimedia University did 4 years. Was it 4 years at that time?
3 years.
3 years. And then now, after 3 years, you get into mass Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
After that, you completed your now journalism schooling.
Yeah, I completed journalism schooling, and I remember during my internship, I did my internship at Sulu FM. That is Royal Media product.
Wow, which year was that?
That is in 2011. 2011, before my graduation. That is in 2011. And it was in my local language, Sulu FM, broadcast in Bukusu language.
Bukusu.
Yes. So I always believe in myself. Let me tell you, that is something that has always kept me. I believe in myself. I received a call, Irene, can you do Luya? Then I said, yes, I can. And I'm telling you, we've not been speaking Luya at our home.
But you believed yourself enough to just go for it.
I believed in myself. Yeah. I remember I could take, that time they were not paperless. The presenters could go and read their news using the papers. They print, they type, they print and go with it on air. So I could take those ones that have been read, go with it in my home at night so that I can do practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
I didn't know my Luya language well, but I did practice just to go on air.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you did an internship.
Yeah.
And then graduated. That is in 2012 now. After graduation, you started looking for work.
Yeah. Actually, by that time now, life is now becoming more hard because now you are now coming to the real world of hustling.
Yes.
Yes. And no one now thinks about, when you are a student, even if you have a sponsor, knows that, oh, my girl is supposed to
go to school
and
I'll give her this amount of money.
Yes. So that now, you are now going to the real world. And then I said, let me go back home at my village in Lukiani. But I remember at one point, I also did some Swahili program in Worcester. There is a school called Worcester in Rongai.
Okay.
Yeah, it is taught by Wala bin Wala.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did stashahada. Stashahada hiyo ni diploma in Kiswahili. Hey. Yes. So
Kiswahili oye. Lugha ya mama.
Yeah, Kiswahili ni lugha ya taifa.
Lugha ya taifa. Lugha ya mama ni ile
ya nyumbani hiyo. Na tunajivunia sana. So at home I told my mother, Mommy, I'm here back, but I am supposed to make a step. Yes. So one time I woke up and told Mom, I'm going to Ebuye. That is in Bungoma County. I'm going to Bungoma County. I've heard of a radio station called Radio Mambo. I'm just going to that town, take a boda, tell that boda, take me to the boss of this particular radio station. I know boda guys knows places. Yes. So they took me. It was very early in the morning. I was at his gate. I don't know him. I've never met him. But the boda guy always have that information of a certain boss.
They do.
Yeah, they do. So I was there. There were no dogs. They welcomed me there. I introduced myself. I said, I'm so and so, and I'm looking for this job. Then that boss told me, go to the radio station. It's just there and meet the manager. So that is how I met the manager of that radio station. I started working there.
Radio Mambo. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. So now, this is 2023, and now you have your own radio station by the name Shalom Radio. Why Shalom?
Yeah, that is the name that many people think that it is a Christian radio station because Shalom it's a
Shalom, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, it is somehow greetings in a Christian way. Yeah, but it is a name that this just a brand. Although I can do some changes a bit as time goes by, but right now we are Shalom Radio.
Shalom Radio.
Yes.
I love what you started with Shalom Radio and your voice. My God. I had not, when we spoke, the first time we met, you just told me you're a radio. But there's also that voice of a radio presenter. You have it.
Nifahamisha kwa sasa hivi unafanya nini msikilizaji? Umejituma vipi? Ikiwa wewe ni mfanyabiashara, basi ushafika katika biashara yako ili kuhakikisha kwamba unatafuta riziki yako. Na pia ukiwa katika ofisi, jamani, fanya kazi vizuri sana ili ukaweze kupata promotion. Kila mtu anatafuta hela jamani, tafuta. Nitarejea baadaye, wacha tuingie madukani ili tuweze kupata kampuni ambazo zinafanya kazi na sisi ndani ya Shalom Radio. Tusikie nao wanafanya nini.
Have you ever tried to approach different organizations or institutions to maybe support you through your radio presenting journey?
Yeah, like we can say Shalom Radio, we started like 1 year ago. I can say that I need to pay a monthly fee for me to broadcast my programs live and even recorded programs.
Yeah.
I need to pay for Wi-Fi. I also need to cater for my own activities, travels. I need to provide for myself. I need a good cloth. I need, as a brand, I need to look smart.
You need to present yourself well. Yes.
So I've done some marketing. Of course, I need to get some money for everything that goes on air. So I've approached business people within Kakamega County, even within other counties like Bungoma. We've had some adverts with them, so that they help me run the station. Yeah, some of them have done an advertisement of 2 months, others 3 months. Others 1 month. Yes, I've even broadcasted live on events like graduation and gotten some income from there. Yes.
Wow. Now, the question that I'll just ask is, why did you just stick to radio? I mean, different people have different talents, and for you, the talent, yesterday I was in church, so the song that was all the time being played was Rudisheni talanta zenu kwa Bwana. So why radio? It's your talent, but some people always end up giving up along the way and feel like, okay, it's not working out. It hasn't given me a job in about 5 years, and I'm going to just drop it. So why did you just stick and you're pushing it?
Yeah, first of all, the audience or my viewers should know that this is an online radio station, and things are changing. New media. When you talk of new media, that is the rise of technology, whereby people are no longer listening to sitting down and watching television, and actually the percentage is going down. Now this is a broadcast station that is done online.
Digital.
Yes, this is a digital one.
Yes.
So this is something that it's not dying very soon. It's something that's going to be there as long as I produce my content so well, I become creative, and I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
Yes. So I like broadcasting. I can do both news. I can do continuity announcing. Continuity announcing is I can do live programs. Yes, on radio. Yes, like I can have a morning program or a mid-morning program or even late night program, and I can have a host with me that is on radio. If sometimes you don't like being seen on camera. Yes, but our voice just pass the message. Yes.
You remind me of Masawe Japan. When I hear your voice as you're speaking, I just heard and was like, oh my God.
Katika ofisi jamani, fanya kazi vizuri sana ili ukaweze kupata promotion.
I just thought of Masawe Japan because of how your Swahili is so fluent. You said you've started Shalom Radio is almost 1 year now.
Yeah.
So at this time, from Radio Mambo to 1 year ago, were you practicing radio? What's the say?
That's a good question. I'm a real hustler. If that hustler means someone who goes looking for opportunities, if this door closes, you go and try things out as life goes on. I'm a firstborn in our family.
Wow.
So things push me. I'm a firstborn in a family of 12. So I'm pushed with so many things. So I can't just wait to be employed. I just can't wait to get a radio station, to get a radio station if it's not there. So I keep on trying as I wait. I've been a business person. I've been selling even mutumba in town here. Yes, I've been selling cereals. I've been having a shop also. So I keep on trying so many things to make life complete, so that I don't complain that I don't have money. Yes.
So all this time you've just been doing different things, but still the dream of being the digital radio presenter was just alive in you.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm also guided by some verses in the Bible. That is in the book of Ecclesiastes. I've forgotten the verse, but it tells us you keep on trying things. Why does a farmer always plant and waits for the rain when he's not even sure that the rains will come? Yes. So you need to have that hope that things are going to work out. You try this in the morning, you try this in the evening, you try this and see what is this that is going to work for me. Yes. But what I can tell you, my profession as a presenter, my profession as an all-round journalist is working for me.
Irene, I'm so proud of you. And just to our audience, I will link Irene's radio link in the description box, and also all her social media handles. She's no longer just a traditional radio presenter. She's a digital radio presenter on the online space. So I'll put her links in the description box. Kindly click those links, follow her, push her, motivate her to keep going. Now, the question will be, what kind of projects are you in right now?
Okay, that is a very good question. I want to say that recently we just visited a school in Bungoma, a secondary school in Bungoma, to give it a motivational talk and to launch the journalism club in that school.
Wow.
Something that I'm very proud of. It is a rural school, but I somehow encouraged those young boys and young girls, and they were so motivated.
Yes.
Seeing me running an online radio station, being my own boss, just motivated them that yes, regardless of where they come from, they can make it in life.
Yeah.
And we still communicate. And I've also done that in a primary school in Kolomani, whereby I motivated those pupils there to remind them that regardless of where they come from, everything is possible, just to push. And also they were happy to learn that they can be. We are actually planning to have a programs with them. Now the schools are opening. That was towards the end of the closing first term. But we've planned that we're going to have programs with them, children program, school programs with them in Shalom Radio. Yes.
Awesome.
And apart from that, I am also a champion. I'm a champion of climate change. Just having been selected to go through Sauti Kenya program, whereby they are advocating for climate change, impacting or empowering women and girls to advocate for justice. I'm so happy that I'm part of that new team, current new team that I've just undergone a training. And I'm back now as women. You know, this area, most women, they are not that rich. And they do casual jobs like washing clothes, digging for people to get money. But I said I'm going to be a champion who is going to advocate for that terms of climate change. I'm going to educate them, I'm going to create awareness, and we're going to have projects with them. And apart from that, you know, that is now working as a group. But working as an individual, I stay in a very good compound. I've already prepared my plastic, you know, we are almost celebrating World Environment Day. That is in June.
Yes.
And the theme is beating
plastic pollution.
So I'm preparing for the day. And not just for that day. Every day is a day to beat plastic pollution. Yes, that's why I'm already set. And I'm sure when you visit me in 2 weeks' time, in 3 weeks' time, you'll see what I'm doing.
I think we will visit. It might not be 2 weeks, but we will come back to make sure that which you've said about you working through beating plastic pollution on your own, you've achieved that dream.
And just to add on that, I am also through the radio station, through the YouTube channel, all the social media platforms. I'm going to create awareness through what I post, through the stories I do. One thing I learned is this issue of climate change is a global issue. It is everywhere that requires a collective effort of you, of me and you. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Irene, for sharing this story. I honestly wanted to share this because I think the word for me was necessity is the mother of invention. Because I look at it from, you really love radio and thought to yourself, how should I do it? Many people will decide to give up on the dream, but you said, okay, now what do we do? So we'll look for trays of eggs, create a studio, the small room in the house, and create something for myself. At the same time, you're also supporting the community.
Yes.
And service to man is service to God. So this is just to encourage anyone that keep the dream alive. When it's not working, you can always find a way of making it different. Irene is a testimony for other different things. You're still working on making sure that your radio is also played by so many people.
True.
So we also call for any kind of partnerships within the county and also outside the country, outside the county, to support your radio station. Yeah. And we call on to anyone who would like to advertise with Irene on Shalom Radio. She's here.
Yes, that is, I'm so happy. That is, I'm praying that it just goes on as we wish.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to say is, you know, working in the media industry, you can never succeed when you work alone.
Yeah.
You have to work as a team. And that's why this radio station that not only serves me and my community, it also serves my other friends at the university here, Masinde Mlilo University. I've taken some of my classmates, some of my friends to come and do their training here. I tell them, come on guys, look here. Go look for a story, voice it. If it is radio, voice it. Do the interviews yourself, then bring me, I edit for you, and then I broadcast for you freely in my station. Wow. You see, that is what I've done, and I'm happy because some of the friends from the Masinde Mlilo who have taken that seriously have done that. And I'm telling you, I have 5 friends who have benefited from this radio station. Wow. Just practicing how to broadcast radio here, and also doing live programs, and also doing feature stories for radio here at the radio station. So I'm happy that I've impacted lives positively.
Wow. Could you act like you're presenting? like just how you say, I don't know, hey, my Swahili is not good, but tufanyie kitu. Ni kama unataka mwanahabari anavyo.
Okay, so I need to pretend like I'm reading news, or I'm live somewhere reporting, or I'm even in the studio doing a program. Na msikilizaji wa Shalom Radio, tunasema karibu sana, ikiwa ni Jumatatu ya tarehe 8 mwezi wa 5 mwaka 2023. Ni matumaini yangu kwamba umeamka ukiwa salama salmin, tayari kufanya kazi yako kwa bidii. Kumbuka, usipofanya kazi kwa bidii, hata Biblia inatuambia kwamba hautakula. Kwa hivyo, jiamshe, fanya kazi kwa bidii. Na kumbuka kwamba hata wale ambao wana pesa bado wanaamka mapema na wanalala wakiwa wamechelewa. Na wewe ambaye hauna jamani, mbona ukalala? Nakwambia msikilizaji, ndani ya Shalom Radio tunakuhimiza uweze kufanya kazi kwa bidii ili usije ukasema serikali saidia.
Na msikilizaji, tulipofika wakati huu tunasema kwa heri, kwa kwamba tumesikiza Kiswahili. Anyway, thank you so much. Hadi karibu kuita Shalom Radio. Thank you so much, Irene. We are so proud of you. Thank you for accepting to do this interview with me. I think one thing that I will do from my personal level is to add, if you're watching this video, click the link in the description box through her YouTube channel, subscribe, support her content, and let's push her to go out there and to spread Kakamega. Yani nataka, by the time you're watching Shalom Radio on YouTube, please show us the whole of Kakamega. There's a video she's done on Misango Hills, which is perfectly done and edited. The interviews she's done. Subscribe. Yani leo, if you're watching this, please, yani I'm begging. Subscribe. Let's push her. Let's get her monetized by the time the year ends. Subscribe.
Thank you.
Subscribe. I'll keep saying subscribe.
Thank you.
Final words for our audience.
What I can tell people that is to keep on trying their best.
Yeah.
And to use the available resources to bring change, positive change to people around them.
Asante msikilizaji kwa kunifuata leo kwenye mtandao hapa kwenye YouTube. Tupatana siku nyingine. Asante. Kwa heri. Sawa.